Good morning, students. Today we are going to start a new chapter, the chapter number 13, Unitary Method. And this chapter is very important because in the higher classes we are going to use the concept of this chapter. So you have to understand the concept of this chapter very sincerely. Clear? And now we are going to understand this chapter with the help of one question here. And the question is, if the cost of 15 pencils is rupees 90, then what will be the cost of 8 pencils? Okay, so first of all, understand this question. The cost of 15 pencils is given, that is rupees 90. And we have to find the cost of 8 pencils. Clear? Now, what we are going to do in the solution, first we are going to write the same statement here, cost of 15 pencils equal to rupees 90. And now we are going to find the cost of 1 pencil. So how we are going to find the cost of 1 pencil? We are going to divide this number 90 by this number 15. Here I have written equal to rupees 90 by 15. Cost of 1 pencil equal to rupees 90 by 15. Okay? And after dividing these two numbers, the result will be rupees 6. Okay? So we have got the cost of 1 pencil, that is rupees 6. Now we are going to find the cost of 8 pencils. For this we are going to multiply this number 8 with the cost of 1 pencil, that is rupees 6. So here I have written cost of 8 pencils equal to rupees 6. This rupees 6, the cost of 1 pencil, into this number 8, and the multiplication of 6 and 8 is rupees 48, and this is our answer. We have got the cost of 8 pencils, that is rupees 48. So the method in which we first find the value of unit or single quantity, unit or single means 1, and then use it means the value of one quantity. To find the value of any required quantity is called the unitary method. Clear? So this is the concept of unitary method. That is, first we find the value of one quantity by division, then we find the value of any required number of quantity by multiplication. Clear? So now we are going to solve some questions based on unitary method. And these questions are the questions of the exercise 13A. And the question is, if the cost of 8 cans of juice is rupees 280, then what will be the cost of 6 cans of juice? Clear? So understand this question. Here the cost of 8 cans of juice is given, that is rupees 280, and we have to find the cost of 6 cans of juice. Clear? So what we are going to do? We are going to find the cost of 1 can of juice by division, and then we are going to find the cost of 6 cans of juice by multiplication. Okay? So here I have written cost of 8 cans of juice equal to rupees 280. The same statement. Clear? After that I have written cost of 1 can of juice equal to the division of these two numbers. So we have to divide this 280 by this number 8. Okay. So rupees 280 by 8 equal to rupees 35. And this is the cost of 1 can of juice. Okay. Now we are going to find the cost of 6 cans of juice. So I have written here cost of 6 cans of juice equal to rupees 35. Rupees 35 is the cost of 1 can of juice. Okay. Into 6. This number 6. And the answer will be rupees 210. So this is the cost of 6 cans of juice. So I have written at the end. Therefore, the cost of 6 cans of juice is rupees 210. And this is our final answer. And the question number 2 is, a motorbike travels 330 km in 5 liters of petrol. How much distance will it cover in 1 liter of petrol and in 2.5 liters of petrol? Here 2 questions are there. Okay. So first we have to find the distance that this motorbike will cover in 1 liter of petrol, then in 2.5 liter of petrol. Okay. So as we already know that for single quantity, for unit quantity, we are going to divide. So for the question number 1, I have written distance covered in 5 liter of petrol equal to 330 kilometer. The same statement. Okay. Then I have written distance covered in 1 liter of petrol equal to 330 kilometer. This by 5. This number 5. Okay. We are going to divide here these 2 numbers. Okay. Because for single quantity we divide. So the result will be 66. So distance covered in 1 liter of petrol equal to 66 kilometer. The same I have written here. Therefore, the motorbike will cover 66 kilometer in 1 liter of petrol. Okay. Now we are going to solve the second question. Distance covered in 2.5 liter of petrol. So for this, we are going to multiply this 2.5 with the value of one quantity, that is 66 kilometer. Okay. So after multiplication, the answer will be 165 kilometer. And this is the distance that motorbike will cover in 2.5 liter of petrol. So I have written at the end, therefore the motorbike will cover 165 kilometer in 2.5 liter of petrol. Now the question number 3. The cost of 35 envelopes is rupees 105. How many envelopes can be bought for rupees 90? In this question, in rupees 105, 35 envelopes can be bought. And we have to find in rupees 90 how many envelopes can be bought. Okay. So here we have to find the number of envelopes. So we are going to write this same statement, but we are going to start with the words number of envelopes. Okay. So I have written here the same statement, this same statement like this. Number of envelopes in rupees 105 equal to 35. We are going to write number of envelope in rupee 1. So here I have written number of envelope in rupee 1 equal to division of these two numbers, 35 by 105. And this number 105 will not divide this 35 completely. So its simplest form is 1 by 3. Okay, you already know that. Then I have written number of envelopes in rupees 90. Okay, in rupees 90 equal to the multiplication of 1 by 3, the value of one quantity 1 by 3 into this 90. After solving this, the answer will be 30. So 30 envelopes can be bought in rupees 90. So I have written at the end, therefore 30 envelopes can be bought in rupees 90. Clear? Thank you.